Teresa and everyone. Today I want to talk about the case they can successful with the sustainable tourism. And the topic today is ecotourism development and community participation at Bidoup National Park, Dalat, Vietnam. This is the video they can see it, and that is the video introduce more information about the Bidoup National Park. Slogan, the end of the video is "Say nature, say culture, and say future." That is the slogan. We can step by step approach to the slogan. So maybe it's approach to the sustainable tourism. And maybe we move to the case of the that is the picture I took in the few years with my student when I come to the Thuy National Park. And the case objective is the first one. I want to analyze sustainability factor in Bidoup ecotourism development. The secondly, it discuss weak problem between tourism, growth, conservation, community livelihood, propose sustainable management strategy, and community participation approaches. And we move to introduction content. The Bidoup recognized as a UNESCO Land Biosphere Reserve 2011 and an Asia Heritage Park 2019. And the national park is one of the 221 endemic bird areas in the world, with many animal species in Indochina and Vietnam, and actual annual revenue from 1.2 to 1.8 billion Vietnam dong, but ambitious long-term target of 2,700 billion Vietnam dong. So you see that we have put on the big question: how can the park drive this massive financial gap? Maybe 300 times. If we move to the introduction and context, the Bidoup recognized as the UNESCO Land Biosphere Reserve 2011 and an Asia Heritage Park 2018. As Bidoup is one of the 221 endemic bird areas in the world, with many endemic species in Indochina and Vietnam. Actually, annual revenue 1.2 to 1.8 billion VND, ambitious long-term target of 2,700 billion Vietnam dong in 2013. The big question is, how can the park bridge this massive financial gap? Is maybe 300 times while upholding sustainability. And we move to the background and stakeholder. The National Park, established in 2004 Ecotourism and Environmental Education Center in 2011, and they receive the technical and infrastructure support from organizations like TICA and WWF. That is two organizations from the Japan. They can support to the technical, the financial and staff. They have too many programs for to teach the staff can be better, and they have 14 core staff members and with approximately 14 local cohort collaboration from the buffer zone. The local cohort community is the primary beneficiary and can participate in the tourism value chain. The current situation, crop checking and nature road. They have too many the tours in the Núi Bà National Park. For example, the first one is Bidoup Peak Challenge. Yes, maybe the height about 2,287 meter. A multi-day trekking route to the park highest peak, focus on biodiversity, explorator, old forest, and endurance tourism. And another tool is Honzap Explorator, the unique rule emphasizing immovable forest, rich flora, and environmental interpretation. And the nature is primary forest trail, as maybe the shorter trail focus on the endemic, especially bird watching and ecosystem, and the station near the Ecotourism Center. And you see that in first picture they have the tourism take a picture with the peak Bidoup, and 2, 3, and 5 peak 2, 3, and 4 picture can show the tourist participate in with the checking in the Bidoup Núi Bà National Park. And another one I very impressed with the Núi Bà National Park. They have the information center. In the first floor, they have too many the picture. We show the species, very rarely species, you know. And in behind the picture, they can explain more information about the tree or the bird, something like that. And if below they have the model or the game, the tourists can play it. It makes tourists can interested in when they come to the information center. It's not only introduce information, they can play a game, they can touch the model. And another activity in the information center is you can the tourist comfort and writing the message from and parts in the world, and the next tourists come to and read the message from the tourists before, and they write down another message from the next tourist. And another one at the second floor, they have the model, the small house of cohort communication. They explain the daily life of cohort communication. And they have the tour guide. The tour guide, he come from the cohort ethnic, and they can explain and introduction and provide more information for the tourism for the tourists. And another service is culture and community role. You see the cohort culture experience. The space is located in the buffer zone. This includes the visiting the waving village for local handicap experience. That is the first picture. And another one is they have the experience in the Kong performance and traditional Kho cuisine. And another service is Trạm Dừng ASEAN, a road that often connect conservation education with community interaction with the buffer area. The next service is interpretation service. One of the most important features of ecotourism in Bidoup National Park. They not only guide the way, but also demonstrate the hidden message from the nature and the local culture, helping visitors better understand and appreciate the nation, the nature and the cultural resource. And another service, I very impressed with it because I think no national park can do it. Maybe they can relate it to the environmental and education with the student at the high school. And they have too many activity related to the environmental education. For example, designing document for students in the grade from 6 to 12, organizing in the ring club in the school, mobile propaganda, organized tour, environmental interpretation for two students and tourists. And the first picture can show you the student can explore information in the national park. For example, tree and the bird, blah blah. And the second picture is show you the activity. You can put the rabbits in the rabbit kit. That is the annual activity. And another one activity is you can grow the tree. I'm very impressed with the environment education. They can do anything for the education. More than they can do, they can design and bring the water or environmental protection leaflet, green notebook, and cover environmental education content for students. Make a propaganda board to protect forest and environment. Or you see, the first picture is the portal. They have too many information about the Bidoup National Park. And the second one, I think many tourists come to the Bidoup. They can remember it when they come to the Bidoup and when they go home. And I can show you, I can read for you. Leave nothing but footprint, take nothing but photograph, and kill nothing but your time. The tourist can remember it. And too many tourists come to and can read it very fluency. And the two picture remain. It dimensions the activity education in the higher school of staff of Bidoup National. And they have another product, for example, camping service, team building, BBQ and restaurant, and wedding, zip line, and sub. It took many service and tour in the Bidoup. You can choose one of the most service in here. We talk about the facility. They have the visitor center and environmental interpretation. It means the information center I mentioned before. And they have the guest house and bowling restaurant. As it means capacity about 100 tourists. It's from 100 to 150 tourists. And they have 3 areas for the team building. and one area for the BBQ. And they have to limit the scale and quality in insufficient to attract high spending tourists. And the conflict quit problem and profit with planet, profit with people, and profit planet. It combined two factor, and profits with planet is the first one. As maybe the goal in 2013 is 2007 billion Vietnam dong. Revenue requires service and flexibility expansion, risky conservation principle. And the next one is people and profit. Low compensation lead to brand recognition, the professional capacity needed to revenue grow. And the finally is buffer zone area community development need to people and core area protection requirement planner and analytical tool for sustainability management. The first one is triple bottom line, TPP, analyzing imbalance among planet, people, and profit. And the second one is community-based tourism, evaluating the intended revenue empowerment for the cohort communication, attitude 12 and attitude 50. And the action one generates the planet pillar. First one is deep interest, shift from traditional guiding to citizen sciences tourism product. The second is circular economy implement a circular economy model to waste, water, and energy management in testing service area. And another one is buffer zone control, establish clear rule for the new facility development and buffer zone. And action two is develop the people pillar and focus on the HR retention, refine compensation policy to meeting greater burden of the skilled personnel. And another one is in-depth CPT training collaboration on environmental interpretation and tourism safety. And the last one is benefit merchants, established in transparent and fair benefits fairing merchants, ensuring community empowerment and decision making. And the action 3 is achieve profit. They have two strategy for flexibility, operate, seek to PPT investment to build high-end ecologist glamping of the buffer zone, professional marketing, create the international corporate profit and attract to foreign investor and clients. And we have to I have 3 questions for discussion. The first one is TPP assignment. With TPP pillar, people, planet, or profit is the most severely expect to the currently lack of the quality facility explained. And the question 2 is strategy priority to beginning closing the financial gap. Would you priority investing the SA or fertility development first, and why? And another one is question 3 is effective PPT model to attract the large private investment for field fertility. How should the park structure the PPT model to? The first, ensure conservation control. The park retain superman control over environmental standard. The second, maximize community benefit. The cohort community benefit directly from the private investment project. We can discussion about the question in the below video. And we move to conclusion. They have Bidoup much adopt to integrate TPP strategy, addressing people, product, and finances simultaneously. And they have a long-term goal. Human capacity people must be the solid foundation before scaling up in the facility, and they can have a more slogan. For example, protecting nature is not stopping tourism, it's redefining how we travel responsibly. And thank you, Professor, and everyone listen. And anyone have a question, you can comment in below and we can discussion about the topic. Thank you.